On June 25th, 2009, Nintendo released their successor to Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort. The game is set on an island where various activities can be played, but underneath all the fun, there's a dark history behind the island the game is set on, Wuhu Island. I have a theory that Wii Sports Resort is set in an alternate reality where Japan won World War II, took control of Hawaii, and turned it into a resort for themselves. On paper, this is a very bold claim.
He's an idiot. He's a con artist.
But I'm here to present you the true and dark history behind Wuhu Island. To start off, let's look at the map of the island. At first glance, Wuhu Island looks nothing like the Hawaiian archipelago. But if we look at the Hawaiian island of Maui and rotate it, it looks nearly identical to the main island of Wuhu Island, only without the beaches. Let me go out on a limb here and say, in this universe where the United States lost World War II in the Pacific, it crippled them out of an industrial society. This also means that the People's Republic of China never existed due to Japanese control. What this means is that the two biggest contributors to climate change never existed, and would have resulted in lower sea levels, thus giving Hawaii these beaches. Let's also analyze the planes in the air sports minigames. They are single-winged planes with a propeller engine instead of a modern turbine engine. These planes are in the style of planes used in World War II and look oddly like both the Japanese and American fighter planes used in the Pacific. And one last damning piece of evidence to prove that these are actual fighter planes is that you can unlock a gun that shoots bullets out of the wing of the plane. These are repurposed fighter planes that were given new patent jobs and are being rented out to people on vacation. This could also explain why you're not allowed to leave the maritime borders of the island.
Stop! You violated the law.
Alright, so we've concluded that Wuhu Island is Hawaii, but what evidence is there that it's occupied by the Japanese? If we look at the Mii Library website, the amount of Japanese Miis compared to North American Miis are split in half, having 21 of each nationality. Even after capturing the island, there is still a strong residence of Americans. Today, about 14% of the population in Hawaii have Japanese ancestry, but in this universe, it's almost half. The rest of Wuhu Island's inhabitants are European, but this is most likely due to it being a tourist destination. So there's a big Japanese population on the island, but there's also a particular Japanese product that can further support my claim. The cars that the Miis use to travel across the island are all one specific model of cars. We also know that the cars they use to drive are exclusively electric. The car that I've concluded that it is the Kia EV9 due to its boxy design and use of electricity, and most importantly, it's an Asian vehicle. Granted, it's Korean. However, Japan occupied Korea during World War II, and this is all assuming that Japan was able to keep these claims after winning the war. But why is it called Wuhu Island then? If it was really Hawaii, then wouldn't it be called just that? To answer this, we need to take a few steps back. World War II was horrific for both the European and Pacific theaters of war, and to imagine a scenario where Japanese naval forces successfully liberated Hawaii, it would be a gruesome one. Without a doubt, it would have caused severe trauma towards both the civilians and military personnel. The name Hawaii would have been synonymous with a horrific battle such as the one that we can imagine. To know the attack on Pearl Harbor was traumatic, we can only imagine how traumatic a battle such as the one I just described would be. To transform a place from a battlefield into a tourist destination, a name change would have been necessary. But I think at that point, Japan would want to distance itself from America as much as possible, which would more than warrant the name change. So that's it. Wuhu Island is what Hawaii would have looked like if the Japanese were successful in the Second World War. They would have reduced carbon emissions and turned the island into a resort by reusing their naval equipment. I don't mean to glorify the Axis powers, but it seems that the island wouldn't look so terrible under Japanese control. But if you think that I'm out of my mind, let me know in the comments below. Click the end screens now to view any of my previous content.